sense. For this list, we're looking at some questionable things that happen in the show that still give us pause. Number 10, the apartment door. In a memorable season 1 episode of Friends, the gang gets locked out of the apartment on Thanksgiving because they run out to see the underdog float that is supposedly flying through the air.
Why are we standing here?
We're waiting for you to open the door. You've got the keys.
No, I don't.
A misunderstanding leaves both Rachel and Monica without keys. But wait, what do they need keys for? The friends all seem to come and go without unlocking the door on a regular basis. So why did it lock automatically this time?
Okay, buddy boy, here it is.
In fact, in the season 6 premiere, Chandler even jokes that the door hasn't been locked in 5 years. So what gives?
Door hasn't been locked in 5 years, but okay.
Number 9, Joey buying the boat. In season 6, Rachel brings Phoebe and Joey to a work charity event that involves a silent auction.
The winning bid was a whopping $20,000.
I won! That was my guess!
Unfortunately, Joey misunderstands the concept and thinks he's supposed to guess how much the items are worth rather than actually bidding on them. He finds himself in the position of having to pay for a $20,000 yacht. At first, he tries to find a way to get the boat off his hands, but in the end purchases it anyway.
Joey, you don't have $20,000.
Who cares? I'll make payments, whatever it takes. I want them, Mr. Beaumont.
But how does he afford it? He is perpetually broke throughout the series, and even though he's achieved some moderate success by this point, the odds of him having 20 grand kicking around seem slim.
The Mr. Beaumont's here!
Number 8, Emily marrying Ross.
What was all that about?
From what we know about Emily, she seems like a woman who is pretty smart and has her life together, and yet she makes terrible decision after terrible decision when it comes to Ross.
Oh, you're not meant to see me before the wedding's bad luck.
You know what? I think we've had all the bad luck we're gonna have.
First, she agrees to marry him after they've only been dating for a matter of weeks. But then, when he says the wrong woman's name at the altar, and the name happens to be his ex-girlfriend's, she marries him anyway.
Hi, Ross.
Hi, Ross.
Take the Emily.
Take thee, Rachel.
We get it, she was probably in shock and didn't want to cause a scene in front of her friends and family. But she should have gotten that thing annulled the second they got to the reception. Number 7, change of wedding venue. In season 6, Monica finds herself at a beautiful wedding venue and decides that she wants to get married there, even though she's not engaged yet.
It can't hurt to put your name down. But if in 2 years you're not engaged, you just don't use it. Well, I mean, I guess there is no harm in putting my name down.
She feels like it can't hurt to put her name on the waiting list since it's a mile long anyway. But when they call her house and leave a message, Chandler overhears it.
Hi, this is Hildy from the Morgan Chase Museum. I'm calling for Monica Geller. I want to let her know that there was a cancellation, and if she's still interested in having the Bing Geller wedding in our facility, it is available.
This is Chandler Bing. This is Chandler Bing.
Now the audience learns that his reaction is actually an act, and that he's actually planning on proposing, which he does just a couple of episodes later.
I bought groceries. I was going to make you dinner.
Well, next time ask. Or at least wait for me to ask.
So then why in the world didn't they get married in Monica's dream venue? There's never an explanation for why there was a change of plans. Number 6, Rachel accepting Joey's proposal.
Oh, seriously, how can you watch this? Aren't you scared?
Terrified.
If you ask Friends fan what the worst thing the creators of the show ever did was, you'd probably have a lot of people talking about Joey and Rachel's relationship. When their friendship turned into something more, many viewers were turned off.
You are never, ever gonna be alone. Okay? I promise I won't let that happen.
But what made even less sense was Rachel saying okay when she saw Joey get down on one knee in the season 8 finale. Sure, she had just had a baby, so her hormones were probably out of whack, but that still doesn't explain why she would agree to marry Joey.
Oh my God.
Sign on the street says you don't own me.
Okay.
Number 5, Rachel was pregnant forever. Most of you probably know that the average human pregnancy lasts 9 months, but the creators of Friends seem to have skipped that biology class because when Rachel is pregnant with Emma, her pregnancy lasts about a year.
James Brolin said, Rachel's really the one who's pregnant?
What?
We find out she's pregnant around Monica and Chandler's wedding, which took place in mid-May. Her encounter with Ross took place approximately a month before that. That would put her due date in January, but the entire holiday season passes without her showing much. She only actually goes into labor sometime between April and May of the next year.
Hello, baby girl.
Number 4, Chandler says I love you twice. Monica and Chandler memorably hide their relationship for what feels like forever.
Okay, you win. I can't have sex with you.
And why not?
Because I'm in love with Monica.
When the gang finally all finds out about their romance in a fan-favorite episode, Chandler declares that he's in love with Monica, and her reaction makes it seem like it's the first time she's hearing this.
I love you, Monica.
I love you too, Chandler.
But the thing is, he actually professed his love a few episodes earlier in the one with all the Thanksgivings. When Monica has the turkey on her head, he seems to inadvertently blurt it out, but she definitely hears him, even from inside the carcass.
You're so great, I love you.
What?
Nothing, I said you're so great, and then I just stopped talking.
Number 3, the chick and the duck.
Yeah, hi, you guys got any of those baby chicks? Because I was watching this commercial on TV, and man, those things are cute.
In season 3, Joey gets a baby chick for Chandler as a gift. Chandler initially plans on returning it, but ends up doubling down on foul ownership and brings home a duck as well. Ducks are illegal to own as pets in New York. While it's legal to raise chickens, we feel like those rules don't extend to people doing it in their backyard-free apartments. Not to mention, does this building even have any rules about pets? Apparently not, because Ross came and went with his monkey all the time. We get that Chandler and Joey flout the rules, but keeping those animals cooped up like that just doesn't seem right.
See, I told you they don't swim.
Number 2, all the free time. After all these years, we still don't understand how this crew found time to hang out at Central Perk so much in the middle of the day.
Chandler, coffee and scone, $4.25, and Phoebe's herbal tea, $1.25. So altogether, that's $12.75.
They're often there in the morning and never seem to be in a hurry to get to work. A few of the characters have reasonable explanations for their free time. Monica is a chef, so she probably works nights, while Rachel, Joey, and Phoebe have inconsistent work, at least in the early seasons, that could leave them pockets of free time.
Monica, what are you doing? You can't go shopping with her. What about Rachel?
This is gonna be a problem, isn't it?
Oh, come on, you're going to Bloomingdale's with Julie? It's like cheating on Rachel in her house of worship.
But Chandler and Ross had pretty run-of-the-mill jobs that were probably 9 to 5. Not to mention, these friends are all in their mid-20s to early 30s. And yet they barely ever went to a bar.
Oh, I love
you! Before we unveil our mind-boggling top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Some girl ate Monica.
Shut up. The camera adds 10 pounds.
So how many cameras are actually on you?
Hey, they totally match. They look great. They look great. How you doing?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, how they afford their apartments. We know, this question has been asked time and time again.
If you win, we give up the bird. But if we win, we get your apartment.
But how in the world do any of the friends afford their Manhattan apartments? Monica's apartment has an explanation because it technically belongs to her grandmother. So we can assume the rent is controlled and she probably pays very little.
This place is really my grandmother's. I got it from her when she moved to Florida. Otherwise, I could never afford a place like this.
But Phoebe lives alone for much of the time on a masseuse's salary, and Ross lives by himself for nearly the entire series. His second apartment, aka Ugly Naked Guy's place, looks pretty luxurious for a museum employee.
A new place for a new Ross. I'm gonna have you and all the guys from work over once it's, furnished.
While none of this really adds up, We don't mind because we're not exactly watching Friends for the realistic content.